you mentioned, I think it was neighbourhoods, I think that 100%. So is it because they're a smaller department and have had more time to do them? So is it a time issue, or is it that people are reticent to do these appraisals?
Yeah, I mean, neighbourhoods is a very small department, so possibly count that. I mean, it's obviously a range of issues of other things as to why they've not been achieved from our point of view, the corporate centre, and from an HR point of view. You know, we've obviously raised the profile and highlighted the requirement to do them and provided regular updates on where departments are up to. We understand there will be always some exceptions as to, you know, for reasons of whether it's sickness or other reasons. And I think possibly one other factor, but I have to say I agree with the point made, is that a lot of these departments have gone through a significant remodeling during the same period of time that I'm talking about. So you've got managers over new teams and teams under the wrong managers and things like that. Well, that's all gone through, particularly around children's and young people's, where there was a significant restructure of the social work side. So I think that's a contributing factor, but you know, obviously I understand the point that there's a requirement to do these and they should be done.
Okay, I'm just going to take two more, Christina. I'm going to take two more brief questions because I'm really running out of time and we spent a lot of time on two specific issues tonight. And then Leah.
Thank you, Chair. Just a very quick question on the benefits claims, the number of days. I just want to know what those that yourself is. The number of days, what's the average taken? Is it a mean average? I'm just wondering whether we could possibly get the maximum number of days as well.
That's not the thing.
Oh, sorry.
So you may ask a question now, right?
Yeah, just to go back to what you just said a minute ago about appraisals. I do understand what you're saying with all the restructuring, it can't be easy. However, it means that an employee is without a lot of them without an appraisal. And even if they've only been known to that department for say 3 months, then their appraisal should be written, albeit limited, but nevertheless they should have one. I think this was mentioned at the previous meeting. If managers, senior, high, low, whatever, aren't following council procedures, then they should be sent a warning letter and told to do that. Okay,
I think we have mentioned that, because we know the game. Malcolm, thank you very much. Malcolm, do you want to just come briefly and answer Adam's question?
Thank you. Just to explain, obviously I know from alone and set alone book with me. I've got Lisa Jameson, who is the Transaction Centre Senior Manager, and is obviously responsible for many of the areas that we asked questions on with regards to revenue benefits and supplier payments. So just to answer the question with regards to both the averages of the change of circumstances and the new claims, it is a mean average. We work out what all the claims that we've done during the month divided by the age of them, and this gives an average. And it is meant to not exclude any of the particular claims that we do in a month, so it gives a total average of what is done in each month, and that will show us, just as you've got here, to the end of June. And I think, as Tom mentioned, that with regard to July and August, both of those have been moving in the right direction through a number of the areas that we've tried to address over the previous months to try and obviously get them back, first off, from going from red to amber and then to green.
Very quickly, so could we be circulated details of what's the longest things? Or is, you know, you can hide things with statistics, and you know, it might be someone who's waiting a lot longer than that, and the majority bring it down.
I certainly don't have the figures as to what the eldest time is on all of them, but clearly you are correct. But if the average is, say, 24, there will be ones that are very old, and there will be a lot that are less than that, because it's not, we will be doing them to range. One of the issues we do have, and it's a number of these that we have before us in our areas, is that we are clearing what anyone describes as a backlog. And if we are doing the old claims, that can actually make it look worse than what if you use the average number, how many people have had their claim done, is actually offset by somebody. If I do one claim 120 days old, we'll offset all of those. But we can't not do the one that's 120 days old for whatever reason it's that old, because that person is still waiting for us to sort it out. So it is very much it is a mean, and the idea is if we clear the backlogs, the average should then start to improve, and that's what we're actually seeing in July and August. And clearly what our intention is to try and keep that going. We do look at the figures every week to check how they are moving. The current ones just into the middle to the end of September is still showing an ongoing improvement, which we hope we will be able to continue.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. We're happy to live well. So we're going to need content reports. We're happy to put in place. Agenda item number 9, policy meeting table, Tom, you. Sorry about that. Financial monitoring, phase 7, financial management, 2015-2016.
I wasn't supposed to skip the financial management. In terms of the financial management 2014-15, this is an end of term report for the last financial year. Basically, the T&R committee, the end result was an underspend of 2.5 million. Finally, for the area of treasury management, to place the capital financing, where we use internal borrowing to try and reduce our needs to outside. That's saved in the order of £2 million last year, and there's further savings regarding staffing efficiencies and a small amount of income, £40.5 million. So the organic position shows a £2.5 million underspend. In terms of the capital programme, the biggest element of that is obviously the development of the IT. What we do there, we try to fund as much as possible that we can use for borrowing. We have a sizable number of IT reserves, but we want to use those, which reduces the need to borrow, so we did that last year. So in terms of the spend on IT last year, the actual figure came out to £30 million against the revised programme of £2.5 million. That's a quick review of last year. So last year is now concluded. The end of year accounts are presently being audited, and we will be going to audit this next morning.
Questions or comments? Thank you. Thanks, Tom. We recommend this will review the contents of the report. Okay. Item number 9, policy briefing, paragraph.
This is it comes out regularly now. There's 4 of these produced each year with every student committee. It just gives a highlight of key areas that are coming out and made government announcements. The last one, the things coming out in September, follow the announcements regarding the budget in May and July. And the paper there and the appendix brings the key headlines, what's happened since the impact on group. Helps inform the various student committees about potential areas of the work programme. I'm happy to take any questions.
No? Okay, thank you.
Good comment.
Steve, did you want to?
Well, no, I mean, but clearly we need to sort of analyse some of this. Things that are going to affect our ability to track money, so on and so forth. Universal credits have been, I'll declare a personal interest as a director of the Gents Housing. Our early studies are that anybody who's on universal credit, people who are expecting money from those people are going to lose houses and affect our council tax collection issues. And what surprised me is things that weren't even in any manifesto and the effect they're going to have on particularly the social housing sector. The implementation of enforced rent reduction is actually blown a hole through all finances of all our local housing associations who are rapidly putting together redundancy packages and the like for their staff, which will take income out of it. And I asked the question of some of the things that have come out of the Queen's speech. Did anybody have any sort of early warning? And it just seems unfair to things that have come out of the Queen's speech when nobody had any warning of whatsoever and are rapidly put together packages which would mean job losses across the board. But we need to analyse it and see what work we can do to mitigate some of the worst impacts for Will and our council plan.
And it's of use to members. We have got very full, and in particular universal credits on the work programme. Okay, well, thank you. Thanks for that comment. So we're on to item number 10, which is our work programme, and I kind of covered this earlier actually in the previous items that we think we want. We're happy that we've got to move to the top on disaster Still plans? I don't know anything at all about lighting, I really have to say.
I think a suggestion on that, that we do, this also covers all the risk management, and also due to the technical nature of it, it might be worth extending it to other committees or other members to get involved in, especially if there's expertise shared.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Did you have anyone in mind?
I don't know about, I know certainly Steve Williams works in IT as well.
Right, okay.
Well, that brings us to the end of our committee. There's just one other item on AOB, and Malcolm, you might not get away without a few words. This is your last meeting.
It is, Jerry.
It is. It's going to be a real big loss to the council and to this committee. I know you've provided invaluable support. You've always either got statistics to hand or you can find them and send them to us. You've helped us out so much of our task and finish groups. You really have been just a credit to the council and a massive help to members. So thank you so much for all your hard work here and your dedication. And obviously we wish you well. So thanks everyone.